All right, perfect. We're good to go. We are live. Welcome, everybody. As always, we got a good one. It's all Christmas themed. A couple of I don't want to give away what the rounds are. You know, we're gonna make them a surprise for everybody, but it's gonna be fun. I think we got a really good one for tonight.
Yeah, we split the duties tonight. We did. I think I did the first two rounds. You did rounds 3 and 4, and I did round 5. So we kind of did a little merry-go-round there for that. So, we'll say it again at the end for the people that haven't gotten on yet. But guys, we're going to be taking a little mini Christmas vacation from trivia just next week. So Monday Monday, Wednesday next week, there will not be trivia. We will pick back up the following Monday, which will be
what day
it's going to be the 27th. So we'll pick back up the 27th. So next week there won't be any live streams. But yeah. Anyhoozle.
I think
so. We got some peeps that are ready. We do have an entire Die Hard round because it's been, been requested by a few people, Brian being one of them. So,
absolutely,
Die Hard is a movie I hold dear to my heart. I love Die Hard, and Steph has never still seen it, so we're gonna have to watch it this year. We still gotta.
Oh yeah, you got a
little over a week. So we just watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town. That's the first time I've ever seen that the full thing, the little Rankin Bass.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's okay. It's weird because to me, it's stop motion, and it was made in 1970. It was made 6 or 7 years after Rudolph, but honestly, the quality of it's way worse. So I'm not really sure how that works, but yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, we watched Rudolph. Lila loves it, so we've watched it. I don't know, a couple of different times, and yeah, it's funny to watch just because the stop motion in it. It's not terrible, but it's compared to what they can do nowadays, it's nothing.
It's not good. It's not good, but it's yeah. All right, let's get to it. So let's begin round 1. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Can Dirk from Monday? Can he repeat? Who knows? We're gonna find out. Hopefully by Monday hopefully by the following week, I'll stop being so nasally. I sound just terrible.
There we go. Okay, let's let's get rid of that. Let's move that.
Got my pen.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Yeah, as you can see, I don't know why. This was a good Christmas background we decided to choose because anything else we used seemed either too flashy or too boring.
Yep.
And with the red background, it just popped nice. It was a chef's kiss. All right, so the whole first round is movie posters. So name that Christmas movie. It's a Scrooged, Jack Frost, Groundhog's Day, A Sort of Christmas Carol.
I know what it is. I won't say it till the end. Dan made this round right here. So actually Brooke made the posters for us, and then Dan put this round together though. But I won't say it until after all the comments have come in.
Correct. So looks like we do have a newcomer here. So Samantha. So Samantha, all you gotta do is you just gotta type in 1, 2, 3, or 4. Sorry, that's my fault. Normally I explain the rules. I apologize. I did not do that this time. So you just type in 1, 2, 3, or 4 into the comments for the correct answer, and our software will compute it.
Yep, she is right though.
I've never seen.
I've never seen that movie,
and I'm gonna have to. I gotta watch it because I've wanted to watch it for years, and I haven't done it. All right, so name the movie part 2. You Better Watch Out, White Christmas, The Santa Claus, or Miracle on 34th Street. Samantha says, "Sorry about that." No, it's okay.
No
actually my fault. Normally I explain it, and this is the one time I didn't explain the rules, and I don't really know why. but I didn't. You know, if I did not know that this was, because this is not the typical Santa Claus with Tim Allen. This is not the typical poster. Kyle and I both looked at this one earlier, and we were like,
Yeah, I mean, I recognized it because of the kid. Because even the Santa Claus in the snow globe doesn't really look like Tim Allen.
No, honestly, like you better watch out. Sounds like a horror movie, and honestly, like the kind of looks like a horror poster because the kid looks scared as hell.
Yeah, I'd never seen that version of the poster.
Yeah, could you imagine looking into snow globe and the Santa just like it's staring at you just appears? I'd crap my pants. All right, so what Muppets Christmas Carol are we looking at? Is it the Muppets Christmas Carol, Muppets A Christmas Carol, Muppets Christmas Carol, or A Muppets Christmas Carol? Kyle, do you know this one?
I do. I'm gonna hold off, and at least I think I do.
He's confident. He's confident.
I believe it's 4. I believe it's A Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh, Kyle's going with 4.
And I'll explain why I think that if once we find out if I'm right or not.
No, you're actually wrong.
Am I?
It is the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh, it was between 1 and 4, and I kept thinking it was 4.
This was a tough one.
I remember from an old commercial from the VHS of the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, and it did. Wow, we got everyone on that. Yeah, it is actually the Muppets Christmas Carol. And I always say a Muppets Christmas Carol or just Muppets Christmas Carol when I talk about it. But yeah, fun fact. I had to look it up because I honestly didn't know what the correct one was. So here's one that Kyle and I both hold dear to our heart. One Horse Open Sleigh. Oh, what fun. Jingle Bells or Jingle All the Way. I had to come up with other lyrics.
We probably watched this movie more times than we normally should have as kids.
For a B Christmas movie. This is when Schwarzenegger definitely this was directly after
right after
Batman. This is directly after Batman and Robin, and Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze, and I honestly think that was his downfall as an actor. That's what kind of took him away from being superstar status, and that's kind of sad.
But it proved he was still a box office draw. He could still bring him in.
Yeah, End of Days, I think that was the year after. I think that was 99. End of Days, I'm going to go on a limb there, Sean, and say I actually really like End of Days. I think that's a good movie. I think it's very underrated.
Steph says you can recite the whole movie. I probably
Oh, yeah.
It's nestled safely under our tree.
Now!
Oh, there's cookies.
All right, which Rankin Bass production is this? A Year Without Santa Claus, The Little Drummer Boy, The First Christmas, or Santa Claus is Coming to Town? Which one is it? And I didn't know this one until I looked it up. And I only know it now because we watched it tonight.
As you say, isn't it Santa Claus is Coming to Town?
Yeah. And it's kind of weird because the film talks about this guy in the village, this German overlord, I guess you could say, that doesn't like toys. And the reason that Santa Claus stops being a wanted, this guy makes him wanted dead or alive, and at the end the reason he is not wanted anymore isn't because the guy has a change of heart or anything. No, it's just because the guy and his family die out, so they just forget about that law. What? It's just Samantha Paxton says Last Action Hero. Last Action Hero kicks ass. I don't know why people hated that so much. If that came out nowadays, that'd be a box office huge one. But anyway, I ramble on. So let's see. We got Brian, Jake, and Carrie all with 1 point going into round 2. So Brian, Jake, and Carrie all have a point apiece going in to round number 2, which is, I believe, our Die Hard round.
This is the Die Hard round right here.
The Die Hard. The Miser Burger, yeah. Yeah, the dude just dies out. And it wasn't he had a change of heart, kind of like the Grinch or something like that. No, the dude just died of old age, and everyone forgot about him. They literally rip his portrait off the wall and toss it, and then put up a picture of Santa Claus instead. I was like, wow, that's kind of dark.
All right, here we go. Number 1. What's the name of the plaza in the film Die Hard? Oh boy.
Snail Mai.
Shinomi, Nokia, Nakatomi, or Fujiwama?
So I don't know if Joey actually knew this, other than I said it all the time when Warzone Call of Duty came out, and they came out with a Die Hard package, the 80s action star package. It came, and they actually made Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard, and that thing on the inside and outside like looked like Nakatomi Plaza in the movie. That was actually pretty incredible. Nokia is obviously just another Japanese brand. Fujiwama, I don't. That's just a mixture of Japanese words. And Shineo Mai is the first of. If you finish it, Shineo Mae means "f you" in Japanese. So I learned that from our Japanese foreign exchange student in high school. Shineo Mae.
All right, number 2. What's the name of the limo driver in Die Hard? Pete, Les, Cardigan, or Argyle? Oh, Buddy says never seen Die Hard. Yeah, there's a couple people now that haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, definitely do yourself a favor and watch it. It is a great movie.
Yeah, it is. Teaches you about killing terrorists, teaches you about family, everything that you should know for the Christmas season.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yep.
A lot of people going for a couple of other answers, but it looks like
I didn't get anyone with Cardigan.
Cardigan would be an awesome name. Every time I hear the word cardigan, I think of Dumb and Dumber. Fall over. No, it's a cardigan. Thanks for noticing. All right, number 3. What's the main villain's name in Die Hard? Sven, Lars, Hans, or Adolf?
So Alan Rickman, who also played like Snape in the Harry Potter films and stuff, played Hans, and they needed someone who could do an American accent while also doing a. He kind of does like a European, like a British, it's definitely like a German accent, even though I believe he's English.
Yeah, he's British because in order to be in Harry Potter, they allowed British actors.
But it's incredible when he does like an American accent in the film. He has to do it to pretend to be a good guy, and he sounds just like. From what I understand, doing an American accent's very easy if you are like British or any other. Like it's very easy to do. So, still.
All right, number 4. What's the terrorist goal in the movie? Holding hostages to negotiate release of Soviet general, stealing computer chips, stealing bearer bonds, or holding hostages to negotiate peace in the Middle East?
I think this is a tough one because honestly,
I would say it's a tough one
because I think their goal isn't necessarily like the point of the movie. It's obviously not the point of the movie. Honestly, this is kind of, in my opinion, it's pretty glossed over. But so fun fact, Kyle, do you know what number 1, holding hostages negotiate the release of a Soviet general? What movie is that from? It is bearer bonds, by the way. That's their goal.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's bearer bonds. I don't know.
It's from Air Force One. They hold that's that's the whole purpose is they want the Soviet Russian general released, and then the dude gets to the chopper and then gets lit up. Air Force One's a great movie too.
It is a very good movie. All right, last one of round 2. What does Hans call John to make John famously say yippee-ki-yay? A soldier, a psycho, a cowboy, or a cop?
Alan Rickman plays in Galaxy Quest. I haven't seen Galaxy Quest since it first came out when I was a kid in the late 90s. And I don't remember. I feel like I was expecting like Star Wars, so I feel like I hated it. And I never watched it again. And I don't know why. I really should watch it again.
And Alan Rickman is such a boss.
Yeah.
He was a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think Looks like just about everybody got it. I think everybody did get it. I don't know. My chat is being super glitchy.
Yeah, it is being
okay.
really.
Yeah, there we go. Say, it looks like everybody got it.
Okay, so who is going to place for round 2? Drum roll. Let's see. So it looks like Brian takes the lead with 2 points. Now, Evelyn with 1 point. And Sean gets on the board as well with 1 point. So we got Sean, Evelyn, Jake, and Carrie all with 1 point. Brian with 2 going into round 3, which is all Christmas Vacation movie trivia.
Yep.
Kyle couldn't help himself. He had to do it.
Gotta throw it in there. It's one of the all times.
I don't know which one you did.
Which questions?
I don't know which ones you did for Christmas Vacation. I'm not sure.
Well, we shall wait and see. They're gonna slap.
I hope so. I have high expectations now. Let's see how I do. All right, question number 1. What type of animal is in the Christmas tree? Is it a squirrel, a possum, excuse me, a pigeon, or a mouse? Well, of course, it is a squirrel. So Sean says he has a cousin Eddie. Well, I hope it's nothing like the one in the film. You know, cousin Eddie is obviously a bumbling idiot, but the dude means well.
Dude, he makes the movie. Let's be honest. Like Randy Quaid steals the show.
But you got to think he doesn't come in until about the 45-minute mark out of a hour and a half movie. But it's perfect because cousin Eddie's not meant to star in the. He's just a great.
Yeah, he's just a scene stealer.
He is, because the film starts to dip toward the middle point, and then the lights come on, everything's great, and then all of a sudden there's cousin Eddie out of nowhere. Literally, that's what's so great about it. I love it.
There's an RV, Clark. Don't go falling in love with it.
Yeah. All right, question number 2. What are the names of the Griswold neighbors? Tom and Mindy, Todd and Margot, Tim and Marge, or Taylor and Melody?
All right, so I know Dan's going to know this one. Don't give it away till the end, though, because this one I think might get some peeps. These name ones, everybody always struggles with the name ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, every time she turns on the microwave, I piss myself and forget who I was for 30 minutes. So it is Tim and Margot, or Todd and Margot, excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah, how'd the water get in the house, Todd? I don't know, Margot.
Where you think you're going to get away with putting a tree that big? Why don't you bend over? I'll show you.
A lot of nerve talking to me that way, Griswold. We can seriously
I
just
wasn't talking to you.
Yeah. I love how he just doesn't say anything back. Like, he just is like, oh my word. I mean, he did have a chainsaw, I guess, but still. All right, question number 3. What is Eddie's dog's name? Stinks, Snot, Snort, or Slime?
A lot of people going 2. We got some 3s in there too.
You know, I was telling Steph, we were watching this film the other day, and I said one of the few things, because the Vacation movie's famously, like, obviously the kids actors change every time. Yep. They're never the same. A lot of things change throughout, and Eddie's kids change every time. Like, they like the actors and stuff, and some of their names and everything. But the one thing that stays constant is Clark's job. Isn't that weird?
Yes. Yeah.
Clark is always a what is actually his title? He's a food.
He works in food preservation.
Food preservation, like I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah. So Snots is the dog's name.
You know, I never realized until like a few years ago that in Christmas Vacation, Rusty was played by Johnny Galecki.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'd never put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, yeah. He looks so different because he's so young. All right, question number 4. What sports team is on the baseball hat that Clark wears throughout different scenes of the movie? The Chicago White Sox, Chicago Cubs, Chicago Bulls, or the Chicago Bears? Ooh, this is a good one.
A lot of twos coming in. A lot of twos. Wow. Does Dan know? Now that the question is passed.
So this one, I believe Clark wears a Bears hat.
Da Bears. He does wear a Bears hat.
Wears a Bears hat. He does occasionally have like White Sox or Cubs things on in other films. I don't know if he wears them in this film though. I remember predominantly just Bears.
Yeah, he does wear a dark blue Bears hat with the orange lettering on it.
Yeah.
A lot of people went Cubs. All right. Comes down to the final question of this round.
Final question. Let's see if it's a slapper. All right. Which director was originally signed on only to move on after not being able to work with Chevy Chase? Mel Brooks, John Hughes, Harold Ramis, or Chris Columbus?
So this question, Dan and I were actually discussing this at work with Steph at work, yesterday. So I'm curious if others will know this as well.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to know like that.
It's kind of a really interesting story.
Yeah, Chevy Chase is not an easy guy to get along with. So Chris Columbus, who directed Home Alone the following year, originally he was on set for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was signed by John Hughes. So John Hughes was the writer and kind of the idea person behind Christmas Vacation, was friends with Chris Columbus, liked his work on Gremlins, wanted Columbus to direct this, and he could not get along with Chevy Chase. Apparently it was like oil and water. So basically he got out, and John Hughes came to him and said, hey, I got something else that I think might be pretty good if you're interested. And it was Home Alone.
All right, so Sean now has 2 points. So Sean and Brian are tied for first place. Joey and Stephanie now join on the leaderboard. So now we got Joey, Steph, Evelyn, Jake, Carrie, all with 1, and then Brian and Sean up at the top, all alone with 2 apiece. So now we are into Christmas music. This is one you did as well. I hope I didn't actually check your. Oh boy, I didn't check your questions. So I hope I did 2 Christmas music ones in the 5th round. So I hope I didn't overlap them. I doubt it. That'd be very, very random. Out of all the Christmas stuff for music, I feel like I didn't pick.
Honestly, this was the round for me that I had the hardest time putting together. Always is. I don't, for whatever reason, like I love Christmas music, but it's always the hardest one to make questions about.
Well, there's different types of Christmas music, and you don't really want to repeat yourself,
Yeah. All right, number 1. How many laws are after Fa in Deck the Halls? 6, 7, 9, or 8?
So I think everyone will get this. Now this comes down to speed because how quickly
this was all meant to be how fast can you count? I had to get my fingers out and start counting
right?
I was singing it earlier.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow, we got some 3s, we got some 4s, we got a 1. Okay, wow.
It's 9, right? Fa la la. No shit. I counted. Why did I count fa? It literally says see? People.
Wow, okay. I didn't even think about the fact that people might count fa. or if you are referencing a Christmas story, it's rah 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 rah.
Rah, rah, rah. I do have a Christmas story one in round 5.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, we were split on that. I bet you a lot of people did put fa in there.
Yeah, I think out of haste, that's what happened to that. But
all right, number 2. How many versions of the greatest Christmas song ever created, Do They Know It's Christmas, have there been released?
It's actually the
12,
greatest.
10, 1, or 4?
Kyle, you're wrong. It's actually the greatest song of all time.
Oh, yeah.
The greatest Christmas song. It's the greatest song. You can listen to that song any time of the year.
Listen to this in August. I don't care. All right. So the answer to this, Dan, do you know the answer?
It's just one that I know of.
So it's actually 4. However, the real answer should be number 3, which is 1, because that song should never be remade. It was perfection.
Yeah. That's why I would have picked 1. I would never go. Why would someone try to do that?
Why would somebody want to try to follow that up and remake that?
That's like trying to remake Star Wars or trying to you just can't remake.
As we saw, Disney tried.
Yeah, you just can't try to redo something that's perfect.
And look how they're faring with it.
Hey, they're getting better now.
Well, as you say, they are okay. They are getting
They're better at
better.
TV
but
shows. They should just stick
As
with
you say, the
TV.
TV shows are very good. All right, number 3. In the lyrics Santa Baby, what color auto space convertible does Eartha Kitt ask Santa to bring her? Teal, royal blue, light blue, or dark blue? So it's a shade of blue.
Ooh.
This is another one. I think it's going to come down to speed.
I believe it's okay.
And how well do you know the lyrics to the song?
I don't know. I don't listen to the song a lot because I kind of tune it out when it's on. Is it light
usually
blue?
do too, but what's that?
Is it light blue convertible?
It is light blue.
Light blue convertible too.
So it's going to come down to speed on that because a lot of people got that, but we got a few people on it.
I was torn between light blue and royal blue because honestly, the song comes on and anyone who sings this song, like any rendition, is always just very whiny to me when they sing it, and I just can't really handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that I don't hate the song; it's just more of like meh.
Yeah, I agree. All right, number 4. What is Frosty's nose made of? Corn cob, coal, carrot, or button? I'll be honest. When I was making this, I would have gotten this question wrong if I was trying to answer it, just because, because everything goes through so quickly in the song, and most of these are referenced in the song. So, like, if you don't think it through, you could put the wrong answer down.
It's a button nose.
It's a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we got some people on it.
Yeah, why?
You start, it's kind of like the fa la la thing, you start singing it and your mind.
Who uses a button for a snowman?
I don't know.
Snowmans. I don't know.
Or Frosty.
Yeah, you actually got a lot of people on that, but yeah, I get it. If you go through it too quick, you'll miss it.
All right, last one of this round. According to Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, where are you supposed to hang a shining star? Upon the highest bough, on the window, on the mantle, or on the front door?
Isn't it bow, Kyle? Not bow. The highest bow.
No, yeah, it might be
BOUGH.
It might be. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's bow, like
I should have spell checked it, but yeah, it is number 1. But
there's highest bow, so the BOUGH is going to be a tree branch.
Ah,
yeah,
interesting.
Yep. See, I'm teaching everyone a little something here.
All right, so quite a few got that one. So another one that's going to kind of come down to speed right here. So that's going to be an interesting round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, Brian says bow rhymes with cow. Yeah, but I believe it is bow spelled B.
I think you're right.
I
think you're right.
Branch. All right, so we got Carrie now has 2. So going in the final round, we're going to have a 3-way tie. Oh, excuse me. Steph has 2 now as well. And then Mama S has 1 as well. So we got Stephanie, Sean, Carrie, Brian, all tied for first with 1 apiece. And then we got Mama S, Jake, Evelyn, and Joey with 1 apiece.
Coming down to the finale. Hopefully somebody wins outright because I don't have a bonus. I'll try to think of a bonus here.
I have faith that we're going to have a winner here.
I think so.
I do.
I'll try to come up with something just in case.
All right. Round number 5, question number 1. According to legend, what region does Santa Claus begin his journey every Christmas Eve? So the South Pacific, the South Atlantic, North Pacific, or North Atlantic? Do you know this guy? I did not know this.
I got to think about that for a second. I'm trying to think of the time zones.
I was just going to say, you got to think how he hits the world is with time zones.
I would think probably somewhere in the Atlantic.
So apparently it's the South Pacific over by like Fiji, regions
Oh,
like that, because then he hits Australia, and then I believe it's the North Pacific. I didn't go that far into the detail, but that's yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I would not have gotten that.
Wonder what they give him there instead of like cookies and milk. I'm sure it's something different. All right, in the movie The Santa Claus, what name did Scott Calvin give the detective that is not truly an alias used by Santa around the world? Topo Gigio, Papa Noel, Kris Kringle, or Father Christmas?
Well, I definitely know this, but yeah, the best part was Topo Shisho.
So this is not. It's which one is truly not an alias used by Santa. Now, do you know which one is not? So it's not the one that he didn't use in the movie because Topo Gigio is
I'm going to
actually
say Papa
not.
Noel.
No. So it is actually Topo Gigio. It's an Italian mouse. So the reason Tim Allen makes this reference in the film is because on the Ed Sullivan show when he was younger, Topo Gigio was a little puppet mouse and he dressed up as Santa Claus. Random fact, I know. Anyway, question number 3 in a Christmas Story: what is the meal the family eats at the end of the story? Is it a turkey dinner, fish, a duck, or chicken? Kyle, I know Kyle knows this. Kyle for a long time hated A Christmas Story. I think it finally is. He doesn't hate it now.
As you said, I did used to. I didn't hate it, but I just was not a huge fan. I do really like it now. However, it's definitely a once a year type of thing. It's not. It's definitely not a movie that I can just sit and rewatch a bunch of times.
Yep.
Like there's certain Christmas movies I could watch them in like May and I would enjoy it. But so this is duck. They were gonna eat turkey, and then the Bumpus's dogs messed that up. I do love the dad in A Christmas Story because he reminds me of Red from that '70s show.
All right, question number 4. What song is the best-selling Christmas song of all time? White Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Do They Know It's Christmas, or All I Want for Christmas Is You? These are the top 4 songs.
I'm going to say it's got to be number 4, unfortunately, but it should be number 3.
Okay. I'm curious what other people say. So
I'm thinking it's got to be 4 because Mariah Carey makes like a huge majority of her net worth is from that song. I think, isn't it?
A lot of it is, yeah. But White Christmas is the best-selling Christmas song of all time, and it's not even close. Really? All I Want for Christmas Is You is number 3, but White Christmas by Bing Crosby sold over 50 million copies.
Wow.
That is insane. And that was as of 1978. So like it's been another 40 years. And because the song I think was in the 40s when it came out, but yeah. So now, final question of the night. Who is the best-selling Christmas artist of all time? Mariah Carey, Elvis Presley, Burl Ives, or Bing Crosby?
I mean, I think it's got to be Bing Crosby.
So Bobby answers, we did have a very similar one a few weeks ago, but it was centered toward Mariah Carey. She's referred to as the Queen of Christmas. Bing Crosby is known as the King of Christmas because he is the best-selling artist of all time. Between White Christmas and what the heck's the other one he does? Can't remember the second one he does.
Doesn't he do Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas?
Yes, thank you. Those two combined did 80 million in sales for records. To put in perspective, folks, Mariah Carey at number 2 did 6 million. 80 million. And then Elvis Presley, his album was number 1 as the best-selling Christmas album of all time. However, of all time, for all songs, Bing Crosby crushes everybody. Not even close. So, we are going to have a tie. So Sean, Mama S moves into technically second place with Brian and Stephanie, and then we got Sean has 3 points now, along with Carrie. So Sean and Carrie are going to split the win.
I mean, I can throw a quick bonus out there. I do have one.
All right, yeah. I mean, why not? Why not?
All right. So here's a bonus. We'll just throw it out there for anybody.
Kyle just wants to. He loves bonuses.
All right, we're going back to Jingle All the Way because it's a holiday classic. It's got Arnold in it. I mean, come on.
It's a classic.
It's got Jake Lloyd in it. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So in the movie, Arnold's son Jamie wants a Turbo Man doll for Christmas. What was Turbo Man's sidekick's name?
Oh my gosh. I knew that way too quickly. But so just whoever types it incorrectly into the answer will get an extra point just because you've seen Jingle All the Way one too many times. Oh, Sean's a Jake Lloyd hater. Oh boy. Radioactive kid. Kyle, were we the only ones who watched Jingle All the way too much?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Carlos has it. Booster.
Derek came in right behind him right there.
The one that
it was Booster. The toy
nobody wanted Booster.
Apparently Turbo Man caused like mass riots in the stores.
Yep. So so Carlos does get a point for that, but we do still have a tie. So we're going to give the crown to Sean and Carrie. So guys, we announced it earlier. We are not going to be having trivia next week. We're just taking a week off because of Christmas and everything. So we will continue the 27th, which is going to be the following Monday, and we'll start right back up. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a very good holiday season, and congratulations to Sean and Carrie.
Absolutely. So we'll see everybody on the 27th. Everybody have a awesome holiday and stay safe. And yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you guys rock. Have a good night, guys.
Have a great night, guys.